Good morning, students. Nice to see you. So at last we are at the end part of the triangles, similar triangles. In the previous class we completed the different parts of the compound statements. What are they? Negation, conjunction, disjunction, implication and by implication. And I said you that the implication is most important for you, because implication can also be called as conditional, and the other three forms of a conditional are converse, inverse and contrapositive. Okay, conditional, converse, inverse and contrapositive. So what is this? For suppose conditional is P implies Q. Okay, P implies Q. That means if I take P statement as if a triangle is isosceles, then it is equilateral. We have two statements here. The first statement P is a triangle is isosceles, this is P, and the other statement Q is it is equilateral, is Q. This is the conditional statement given to you. Now why want to write the converse? So converse is the statement which is formed by changing P and Q. That means Q implies P. Can you tell me how do you change this converse? Yeah, very good. If it is equilateral, it is means who is that? So you have to mention if a triangle S is equilateral, then very good amma, it is isosceles. Is that clear? In this statement, isosceles is the main part of the P and equilateral is the main part of Q. If it is equilateral, it is means you don't know what it is. So you have to mention that if a triangle is equilateral, then it is isosceles. This is formed by interchanging the hypothesis and the conclusion, where hypothesis is isosceles and the conclusion is equilateral. Now in the second one, converse, the conclusion has become the hypothesis and the hypothesis has become the conclusion. Okay. Now coming to the next one, inverse. Inverse is a statement or an implication formed by the negations of the given statement. Negations of the given statement. That means negation P implies negation Q. I said you what is meant by negation. Negation means not. You just apply not there. So if a triangle is isosceles, it is negation. So if a triangle is not isosceles, very good amma, very good. If a triangle is not isosceles, then it is not equilateral. This is called inverse of the given conditional. Now I want to write the contrapositive. So contrapositive, okay, you take negation Q implies negation P. That means it is nothing but converse of the inverse. You are going to change the hypothesis and conclusion of the inverse. It will become the contrapositive. Okay, Nana? So how do you write? If a triangle is not equilateral, then it is not isosceles. Is that clear, everybody? These are the four important forms of a conditional. The first one is the conditional, and the next one is the converse, and the third one is the inverse, and you go for the contrapositive. Okay guys, is that clear? Did you understand? Now I give one more example here. If I take a statement P in triangle ABC, AB is equal to AC and Q, angle C is equal to angle B. These are the two statements. Okay. Now can you tell me how do you write the conditional? Yes, you apply the conditional here. Okay, wait a minute. Yes, very good. Okay, ma'am. P implies Q. Come on, what is P here? In triangle ABC, AB is equal to AC. What is Q? Angle C is equal to angle B. Okay. Here, if in triangle ABC, AB is equal to AC, then angle C is equal to angle B. This is the conditional. Now tell me what is the converse. Yes, very good, Amma, very good. If in triangle ABC, it is not a condition to us. What is the main concept of P? That is AB is equal to AC. So you have to transpose AB is equal to AC into the conclusion and this conclusion into the hypothesis. Very good. Angle C is equal to angle B. Then you write AB is equal to AC. Can you tell me the inverse? Yes, the same. If in triangle ABC, for inverse what you have to do, you have to apply the negation for P. That means not for P. Yes, AB not equal to AC, then angle C not equal to angle B. Very good, Amma, very good. Now coming to the contrapositive. Excellent, very good. If in triangle ABC, right, angle C is not equal to angle B, then you can say AB is not equal to AC. Okay, right. This is one of the most important concept about the implication. Now we are coming into the last concept of your similar triangles chapter, and that is proofs and disproofs. So proof means proving the truthness of a given statement is called as proof, whereas disproof means proving the falsity of a given statement. I talk about two things. One is proofs, another one is disproof. Okay, proof means proving the truthness of a statement, okay, is called proof. And what is meant by disproving? Proving the falsity of a statement is called as disproof. For this proof we have two methods, Nana. One is called direct method, and another one is called as indirect method. Okay, for direct method I give you an example. In triangle ABC, AB is equal to AC, then angle C is equal to angle B. For this one you prove the direct method. Do you know? You take a triangle, okay, ABC, given that AB is equal to AC. Now you draw a perpendicular here, it will divide the base at D, then right angle triangle, okay, you use the congruency property and you say angle C is equal to angle B. This is the direct method what you follow. For indirect method, you have learned in your real numbers, prove that root 2 is an irrational number. What do? You assume that root 2 is not an irrational number. So assuming what to be proved as false is called as a indirect proof, or this is also called as proof by contradiction. Okay, this is also called as proof by contradiction. Here if we take an example, root 2 is an irrational number. So how do you prove that one? You say that root 2 is not an irrational number, And at last what do you write? Our assumption is false. It is a contradiction. Therefore, root 2 is an irrational number, isn't it? So, this method of proving is called as indirect proof, and this method is called as direct proof. Now, coming to the disproof. You have two methods in this disproof also known. Disproof by contradiction, or another one, disproof by counter example. Okay. So, what is meant by contradiction? The same system, it is same as the direct proof. In the indirect proof, what you say? You say it is false, and you say that it is contradiction to our assumption. The same method you follow, that means these two are same, but here you will prove the truthness, but here you will prove the falsity of the statement. Now, coming to the counter example, in 9th class, in the chapter, last chapter, we have about this one counter example. An example that shows the given statement is false is called counter example. An example that shows given statement is false is called counter example. If I say all primes are odd, all primes are odd, can you tell me one example which is not an odd? Yes, excellent, excellent. So, I take an example 2. Yes, 2 is a prime number, but it is not an odd, it is a even number. So, an even number which is also a prime, this is called counter example of the given statement which shows the given statement as false. Okay, did you understand everybody? Now, this is your last topic of the similar triangles. So, the chapter is completed for today. Practice all these system also. This may not come for you in the examinations, but also it is mostly needed for you for the further future. Okay, right, learn well, bye.